So, Cathy, you and Thomas for Industries work tirelessly to power up North American manufacturing, to foster innovation, aid supply chain solutions, as well as various career opportunities. Thomas has served as North America's #1 industry or sourcing platform for marketing and a marketing powerhouse for over 120 years. ThomasNet is one of the industry's leading resource for industrial buyers and suppliers. If I remember correctly, Thomas works with over 500,000 manufacturers on a regular basis. So you clearly live and breathe manufacturing day in and day out. So if you could just give me a little insight as to how you ended up in this space in manufacturing, and what are some of the unique aspects of working with manufacturing companies?
That's a great question, Henrietta, and thank you for the great introduction. So I'm a little bit of an oddball in terms of the fact that I started my career as a sociologist, studying the role of technologies and how that make people's lives better. That's what I hoped. And my research subject was Wikipedia and trust in community. So what is very interesting about that foundational aspects of my career is that if you think about manufacturing, it is really about trust in community. Especially in North America, we experience insane changes in the last 2-3 years. And a big part of it is how people got to work together to pivot fast, collaborate, and create new solutions in times of needs. And we'll talk a little bit more about that. But circling back to Thomas, I think what's amazing is it is a company that has been around for over 123 years. And we transformed how we share information and connect industrial buyers and suppliers. It used to be through print medium, and now it's all digital and data-driven. And because we learned so much through experiential knowledge and empirical experience, we have this mission in supporting manufacturers and help them transition into the new economy as well. So it's been great fun, and some of our manufacturers had been working with us for over a century. So it is, if I have to sum up one important aspect of working at Thomas and in our sector, it is community.
That's great. So what would be your specific advice to women that are looking to enter the manufacturing industry?
This is a really good question. I think figure out your strength is important. I think when we're young, we're always taught to conform to what people expect us to be. But what I learned through the years, and you could tell I have a weird accent. I grew up in Hong Kong in a toy factory, actually. My grandfather had a toy factory, and at some point they employed 3,000 staff. And then I moved to London to pursue my career. And every single step of the way, I noticed that whenever I don't listen to my inner voice or be true to who I am, things can be more challenging. But when you're true to yourself, have integrity, but also figure out what your true strengths are and invest in that, that's the best way for you to get into manufacturing. Now, practically, you may say, I might just graduated from a data science degree. Where do I start? I think do actually sign up to Thomas, because we send a monthly newsletter out to all registered users for free and capture all the best new career opportunities and industrial insights into your inbox. But also I'd say network, talk to different people, think about everything that you use, from your iPhone to the microphone to the computer that you're using today. Instead of being interested in just the digital aspect of what you can interact with, think about the physical objects you're interacting with. It is actually made by industrial designers, engineers. Everything that you touch is a bit of a little engineering miracle, right? If you think about things that captivate your interest, then look at the brands, look at the career pages, because the truth is, according to the latest Deloitte report, the US is in need of 600,000 new collar labor, people that can understand digital technology, information, and production. So there's so many opportunities out there. And last but not least, feel free to get in touch through LinkedIn. My name is Cathy Ma, with a C and MA. And I'm always happy to connect with new people and make introductions.
I know you guys are obviously working with a ton of manufacturing companies, and Manufacturing Day, I'm assuming, is a fun day for you guys. How are you celebrating this year? What are you doing from the Thomas side of things?
I'm so glad you asked this question, Henrietta. So throughout the pandemic, we learned that video marketing is extremely important, and a lot of people no longer travel to physically visit factories. So at Thomas, we developed an incredible video production unit, and we had insane video tours. We'll be distributing that through social media. So feel free to follow Thomas on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter, where we'll be broadcasting all those information. But another really interesting thing is at the beginning of this year, we launched a report on the state of North American manufacturing. So over 400 manufacturers actually gave us their responses. And what we learned is 81% of companies we talked with are interested in at least increasing one US-based supplier. Now, if you compute the average contract size and also the probability of manufacturers, 81% of them would onshore at least one manufacturer, that could mean a $443 billion injection in our economy in the next 12 months. So one way to celebrate it is we have some amazing infographic that we'll be socializing on digital media as well. So watch this space.